Hello, tropical fish keepers. Welcome to another episode of Aqua Alex Live. I'm your host, Aqua Alex Cardinelli. Thank you for joining me on this fine Saturday evening. I hope you're having a better day than I am, and I hope you're looking forward to this video. Before I get started, I would like to wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day. I hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully you will get some new tropical fish or tropical fish supplies for Father's Day. So once again, if you are a father, happy Father's Day, and thank you for tuning into today's video. Today, I'm going to be talking about another South American monster predatory fish. Now you guys may be saying, you're on a kick with South American fish or fish from the Amazon. Well, I love South American fish. I love fish from the Amazon. They are one of my personal favorite fish. There's a lot of species of fish from the Amazon, and I enjoy keeping them. And today's species of fish is one that I've kept for a long time. I learned about this fish from my own dad, and I kept them over the years as I've been in the aquarium hobby. So today, I'm going to tell you guys about the Red Belly Pacu. Now, the Red Belly Pacu is known as a vegetarian piranha, and for that reason alone, it is very common in the aquarium hobby. It is often seen in fish stores and pet stores as cute 2-inchers. Some people see the label vegetarian piranha and they get them because they eat vegetables and can live with other fish. However, that is simply not true. While they can live with other fish and while they do eat some vegetables, they grow to enormous sizes. They need large aquariums, and we're going to talk about that during the video. So today, I'm going to tell you why I like Red Belly Pacus. I'm going to tell you how you can tell the difference between a Red Belly Pacu juvenile from a Red Belly Piranha or Pygocentrus Piranha juvenile. And then I will give you information on keeping and raising Red Belly Pacus. Now, towards the end of the video, I'm going to be addressing something that happened today and last week in the aquarium hobby that has bothered me. And then I'm going to address my current aquarium, which is seen on Facebook, and a lot of people have been commenting about why my aquarium is cloudy or why my aquarium water is cloudy. I will address that at the end of the video. So, if you are tuned in live, thank you for watching live. I truly appreciate it. If you have any questions on the Red Belly Pacu, please post them in the comments, and I will answer them right now on the live stream. So if you are tuned in live, please post them in the comments, and I will answer them during the live stream. Now, if you are watching the archive version of this podcast video on YouTube, no worries, you can still ask questions or share your thoughts on Red Belly Pacu. Simply comment in the comment section on YouTube, and I will respond to your question. Alright, before we begin, I would like to thank Pacu Fish Keepers Facebook group for providing me tons and tons of Red Belly Pacu pictures and videos, which you'll see in the intro of my YouTube upload of Aqua Alex Live, all about the Red Belly Pacu. All the photos are from Pacu Fish Keepers and members own Red Belly Pacus. And the videos are phenomenal as well. With that being said, let's get started and let's start talking about the Red Belly Pacu. And I'm going to start by talking about what I personally like about the Red Belly Pacu. First and foremost, the Red Belly Pacu is very, very similar to piranhas. They are in the same genus, which is Serrasalmidae. And that includes Pacus, that includes silver dollars, Metynnis, Myleus, Mylossomma, Tometes, and the Pacu species. I can't pronounce the Pacu scientific name for some reason, and I don't want to embarrass myself doing it. But anyway, they are very similar to piranhas. They have human-like teeth, which is different from piranhas, but they look just like a Pygocentrus piranha with the dark red belly. But here's the thing, Red Belly Pacus can absolutely live with other fish. You can keep them with other large species. Now, keeping tank mates with piranhas is more like 85 to 25 because it depends on the individual piranha's personality. But more times than not, the piranha will either eat the tank mate or kill it by biting it in half. So, Pacus are certain that you can have tank mates. That's what I really like about Pacus. Another thing I like about Red Belly Pacus are that you can watch them grow up quickly. They are a fast-growing fish. They get pretty big fast. And that is very common with a lot of South American species of fish. But Red Belly Pacu outgrow piranha quickly. And they're eager to eat just about anything. Even though they're listed as vegetarian piranhas, they will also eat fish and meat as well. Another thing that I like about the Red Belly Pacu is that they are able to handle itself very well with other fish, meaning it can defend itself against aggressive cichlids or aggressive fish in general. I have seen Red Belly Pacu stand up to jaguar cichlids, so they are perfect tank mates for a very large aquarium with cichlids. They also defend themselves in the wild from piranhas, which we'll learn about in a few minutes. And last but not least, they are a very interesting fish to feed. Feeding Pacus is very cool. You can feed them grapes and fruit and nuts. Their human-like molar teeth will crush the fruit and the nut, and it is very cool to see. So that is what I like about the Red Belly Pacu. What do you like about the Red Belly Pacu? Please comment in the comments below what you like about the Red Belly Pacu, and I will respond to it. I can't wait to see what you like about the Red Belly Pacu. Okay, now let's talk about how to tell the difference between a Red Belly Pacu and a Pygocentrus piranha. That includes the common red belly piranha. That includes my personal favorite of the Pygocentrus species, Caribe. Those are the main two species of Pygocentrus that are very similar to the Red Belly Pacu. We're not going to talk about the other ones, the Piranha and Tometes, because they don't look like Red Belly Pacus as juveniles. So, the first and most important thing I can tell you about telling a difference is to stick a finger in its mouth. If it comes out sliced, it's a piranha. If it comes out mashed, it's a Pacu. If it comes out missing, try again. Just kidding. You don't want to do that because you'll lose a finger either way. The main difference between a Pacu and a piranha is that the Pacu is mainly herbivorous, whereas the piranha is an omnivore. Furthermore, the teeth of a pacu are sharp, blunt, and human-like, where the teeth of piranha are small, triangular, and razor sharp. So, as the pacu grows, it will be quite easily be able to identify an adult pacu from a red belly piranha, because an adult pacu will be like this, while a piranha will be like that. So, now I'm going to tell you how to tell a juvenile red belly pacu from a juvenile red belly piranha or a juvenile Caribe piranha. Red belly pacu have more coloration as juveniles. They'll have a darker red belly and more spotting on them. So that is the key indicator. More dark red coloration. And bigger eyes than piranhas. And like I said earlier, pacus have a much bigger jaw than piranhas. So that is how you tell the difference between a red belly pacu and a red belly piranha or a Caribe piranha. Now, red belly pacus do have that black spot like a Caribe, so it could be hard to tell the difference between the two, but pacus will have a bigger face and a bigger jaw. Now, it's hard to explain because if you're a newbie to pacus and piranhas, it's hard to explain, but I have kept pacu and I have kept red belly piranhas and Caribe piranhas, and I would be able to physically show you the difference between a red belly pacu and a piranha, but since I'm on a live video and I don't have any piranhas on me, I can't show you, but hopefully I explained it well enough that you understand it. Now, in the wild, baby red belly pacu mimic red belly piranhas to avoid predators. It is a natural mimicry. So the pacu copies the piranha as a baby in the wild. As soon as the pacu grows to about 12 to 14 inches, the red coloration starts to fade away, and it will become like a dull gray color. But it is not a black pacu. I've seen people calling adult red belly pacus black, but they're not. They're just gray and silver color. At this size, when they're about 12, 14 inches, the red belly pacu is already double the size of a red belly piranha. So that will make it much more easier for you to ID as a pacu. Now, I do admire piranhas, but I love pacus more, because pacus you can keep with other fish, and they're legal in my state. I could get in serious trouble if I kept piranhas, but that's not going to stop me from telling you that I have kept piranhas in Massachusetts. I had Pygocentrus Caribe, and if I wanted some, again, I could get some, but I don't want any right now. Okay, before we get to information on red belly pacus, let's talk about keeping red belly pacu with piranhas. That was a question somebody asked me the other day, and I said, you know what, I'm going to bring it up on the live video. Can red belly pacu be kept with red belly piranha? Now, this is a question that can go either way. It could work out or it cannot work out. It just depends on the individual piranha. I certainly would not recommend it because pacus are like $5, $6, $7. But then again, pacus are a dime a dozen if you were wanting to try it out, but I would be very cautious. However, very good at imitating their behavior to fit in, and when attacked, pacus do not swim in the opposite direction with their back and to the piranha, which is a preferred form of attack for piranhas. Instead, they defend themselves head on. So if you want to try keeping a red belly pacu with some piranhas, first of all, I would recommend a really big tank, 150 gallons and up, and have the pacu introduced first, then add the piranhas. But there's always a chance that the piranhas will eventually destroy or kill the red belly pacu. But it could work out, you never know. So the best way to figure it out is to try it yourself. But there is no correct answer on keeping red belly pacu with piranhas. I personally wouldn't do it, but enough is enough on that. And if you do it, let me know how it works out. I would be interested to see pacus living with piranhas. Alright, let's get into the details about keeping and caring for the red belly pacu. Here is some information on red belly pacu. Now, red belly pacu are a peaceful, shoaling species that prefer shallow, slower moving waters with overhanging vegetation which they target to feed. During the rainy flood season, which occurs between November and February, huge schools of red belly pacu move into the flooded forest to spawn and rear their young, which remain in the flooded plains for the first few months of their lives. The red belly pacu lays the eggs, and once the eggs hatch, the fry are on their own. They have to fend for themselves. Now, red belly pacu are native to the Rio Orinoco and Amazon basins in Colombia, Venezuela, Peru, Bolivia, and Brazil. They inhabit main river channels and floodplains, moving into flooded forest during the rainy season. It tends to prefer shallow, slow-moving areas with overhanging or floating vegetation. Juveniles spend the first few months of life in the floodplains where food is plentiful and predation is less of a danger. Okay, let's talk about keeping a red belly pacu in a home aquarium or a large pond. First and foremost, how big does a red belly pacu get? Well, a red belly pacu can grow up to 35 inches. That is a really big fish. So do keep that in mind when keeping a red belly pacu. It is going to get up to 3 feet practically. So you're going to need a very large aquarium. I would recommend nothing less than a 220-gallon aquarium for an adult and up. You can grow them out in smaller aquariums, but do realize red belly pacus do grow quite fast. So keep that in mind. Keep them in as big as an aquarium as you can, like a 220, or if you live in Florida or California, an outside pond would be ideal. You could do a pool pond or even a koi pond. Pacus need the space because they get really big, so keep that in mind. I don't know if any of you have seen Ohio Fish Rescue, but they are constantly taking in red belly pacu because people don't have large aquariums or ponds. Now, I personally have a home planned for my red belly pacus once they get too big for me. And if I'm unable to upgrade them, they will go to that good home. So if you are able to grow out Red Belly Pacu and you find a big home for them, that's good. However, if you cannot provide a 220-gallon aquarium or whatever, or a large pond, then you should reconsider getting a Red Belly Pacu. However, if you do have a pond and a large aquarium, a Red Belly Pacu would be a great fish for you. Alright, let's talk about feeding the Red Belly Pacu. In the wild, it eats mainly fruits and nuts. During the dry season, when food becomes limited, they are known to eat insects, crustaceans, and even small fish. They are opportunistic feeders, and you will see this in the aquarium. Provide them good quality pellets like New Life Spectrum, fruits and vegetables like spinach, lettuce, leaves, and fruit and vegetables such as apple, banana, peach, grapes, peas, cabbage, and carrot all work really well. Also provide raw market shrimp and krill. Raw market shrimp and krill will help their bodies stay red longer, in my experience. Super easy fish to feed. A healthy Pacu will not resist food. In my experience, I have never had a problem feeding any Pacus. They are eager to accept food. I've had Pacus eat after being added to a tank just a few hours later. Water parameters for a Red Belly Pacu. It's going to be the same as any other species of Serrasalmus. You're going to want pH anywhere from 6.4 to 7.8, and you're going to want temperature to be about 72 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And the last thing to know about Red Belly Pacu is tank mates. Now, Red Belly Pacu can indeed live with other Red Belly Pacu. As juveniles, they are a schooling species. But as they mature, they do become a solitary fish. So, you can't keep one Pacu by itself, or if you buy juveniles, you can keep 2 or 3 together as long as you have a big enough tank. Do not keep these with neon tetras, guppies, or anything small enough to be eaten, because they will be eaten. Trust me. I don't want to see Red Belly Pacu destroy your community aquarium. So good tank mates would be large fish, other large growing fish. They are perfect with Oscars, arowanas, datnoids, large cichlids like severums, chocolate cichlids, jaguars. They're good with larger catfish like the red tail, tiger shelvanose, synodontis. Anything too large to be eaten would be a perfect tank mate for the Red Belly Pacu. Alright, that is all the information I have on the Red Belly Pacu. So, if you have any questions on the Red Belly Pacu, please post them in the comments, and I will answer them during the live stream. Alright, now let's address what I was going to talk about at the end of the video. We have reached the end of the video. So, last week and this week, I posted pictures of my fish. I posted pictures of my Red Belly Pacu and my silver Mylossomma, which is a hard belly Pacu. And I will do an episode on hard belly Pacu in the future, I promise, because I know a lot of people like them. Anyway, my aquarium water wasn't clear to the viewers' liking. And my water is a little cloudy, I will admit that, and I will talk about that in a few seconds. But what I did not expect when I posted these pictures was to be ridiculed. Now, this is the exact thing that I don't like about the aquarium hobby, is when someone shows off their tank and they get ridiculed for it. It just makes me really mad. And it happened to me, and I went off the handle. So, don't be that person that attacks someone because their water is not clear or it's not to your liking. You do not know the situation that that fish keeper is in. Now, in my situation, I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to work to solve the cloudiness. However, if it is somebody new, your remarks could cause them to leave the aquarium hobby. This is, after all, a hobby. We're all supposed to enjoy it. Keep that in mind. Another thing that bugs me is people who bash people like me and other monster fish keepers for keeping monster fish. It's our hobby. It's what we like to do. We don't bash people who keep guppies in a big tank. So let us enjoy our hobby and let us keep monster fish. So those people who like to ridicule you, saying your fish are in dirty water, or your fish are in too small of a tank, or whatever, I call those people fish police. And I'm just going to say that's a PG-13 term for what I really want to say. Fish police really get on my nerves. Do not become a fish police officer. Instead, offer constructive criticism or talk nicely. Talking nicely and offering constructive criticism is beneficial for every tropical fish keeper. Now, what happened today and last week to me was not beneficial or constructive criticism. When I am at work, I don't want my phone going off with notifications from people on Facebook. I have a very busy job. I don't have time to be checking Facebook all the time, but my phone kept vibrating, and I had to check to see what was going on because I thought it was family. Anyway, what I saw was very shocking. It was a whole slew of comments about one of my particular fish pictures, and I had to delete them all because some of them were not PG-13 and not what I would want on my personal Facebook page. Basically, a few people said I was an awful fish keeper, I shouldn't be keeping fish, and stuff like that. That is what bothers me in the aquarium hobby. People don't have a right to tell people what they can keep or how they should be keeping it. I'll just say this. If you're not paying my bills, if you're not buying my fish or buying my fish supplies, you do not have the right to tell me what to do. That's just how it is. That's how I look at things. So, I appreciate your opinion, but my standing on that is everybody has an asshole. So that means everybody has an opinion as well. And I'm not saying your opinion is wrong or incorrect or any of that. I just don't have time to deal with negative comments like that. I see that all the time on Facebook groups. I see people putting down other fish keepers, and it just bothers me. I can't stand bullying in the aquarium hobby. This is supposed to be an aquarium hobby. It's a hobby after all. So let's keep it that way. Keep the negative stuff out of the aquarium hobby and make it fun. So that's just what I wanted to talk about because someone asked me what was going on, and I know a lot of people who watch my live streams and my YouTube videos are on my Facebook, and I wanted to address it. I did keep some of the comments that were there, the ones that were a little beneficial to me and other people, because they can learn something from it. But still, those ones also bothered me, but I just learned to disregard them. But the ones where I was in the middle of work and my phone kept going off and I saw what they were, those don't belong anywhere in the fish keeping hobby. So those people are now blocked. And that's a shame because one of them was supposed to be a guest on my Facebook Live video stream, but he'll no longer be associated with me unless he publicly apologizes, but that is unlikely because he is now blocked on all of my social media accounts. So that means he will have to either give me a phone call or video chat me on Skype, which I don't even use anymore. Okay, so that is that. Now let's talk about my aquarium and why it appears to be cloudy all the time. So I have 3 filters on my aquarium, and I will admit my tank is kind of overstocked. I have a fish that grow large, like a red-tailed cat, pacu, etc. But I do weekly water changes. I will be doing more water changes when I have more free time. I do 2 a week, but I will be upgrading to 3 or 4 a week. Now, I have added new filter pads, and I will be adding filter floss, as well as getting a canister filter. So that should help my aquarium clear up. And as large fish eat a lot, they produce a lot of waste. So the waste is leading to cloudiness, and I will have to do more water changes and supply better filtration, which I am doing right now. So in a week or 2, the cloudiness should be gone, and my tank will be back to normal. Now, if you've been following me over the years, since I started doing these podcasts in 2013, you would know that all my previous aquariums have never been cloudy. This has just happened over the last couple of years, and I think it's the brand of filter that I am using. So I'm going to get a new filter, I'm going to add filter floss, and I'll be adding pot hose to my filter to help clear my aquarium, keep the water good, and the water quality good. Alright, I think that's going to be it for that topic. I don't want this video to go too long. We're already at the 32-minute mark. So I will get to this week's shout out, and then we will end today's video. Hopefully you learned a lot about the Red Belly Pacu. So this week's shout out goes to a special Facebook fish group that I'm on called Pacu Fish Keepers. I got to see a lot of other Pacu fish keepers, Red Belly Pacus, and they donated pictures and videos of their Red Belly Pacu to today's video, which will be on the YouTube upload. So thank you very much for that. So once again, I want to thank everybody from Pacu Fish Keepers Facebook fish group for the actual photos. Alright, I'm going to end the video in just a minute, but I've got a couple of events that I would like to promote. So tomorrow, if you are a WWE wrestling fan, I'm going to do my very first wrestling live video stream. And that is tomorrow. I believe I'm doing it at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Tune in to learn my predictions for WWE Hell in a Cell 2021. On Thursday, I'm going to be doing a special birthday video for my friend who is celebrating his 22nd birthday. So tune in for that. And then, of course, July 4th is going to be on a Sunday. There will be no video that day, but I'll be doing a video on July 3rd. More details to come on that in the next coming weeks. Alright. Thank you, fish keepers, for your time. I truly appreciate it. We're back in our normal time slot next week. Next Sunday, I'll be talking about the silver arowana, another favorite monster fish of mine. So I will see you next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, as I talk about the silver arowana. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you have any questions on Pacu, comment below. Goodbye, everybody.